Hello guys, today we're going to review the movie Silip from Vivamax. One of the trademarks of Vivamax is that their title will usually be a verb or a noun that would have multiple meanings. If the word can be twisted into something naughty, then great. The approach can be metaphorical and even be literary, as the title might be thematic or could serve as an objective correlative. But in the case of Silip, directed by Bobby Bonifacio, it seems like the Vivamax people's well of ideas for wordplay seem to have dried up. The title is just tacked on for the sake of having a title with a connection as flimsy as a single staple wire holding 100 pages of paper. And I am severely disappointed. The typical Vivamax movie's title would be ludicrous, but there was a semblance of utility to those, but here in Silip, there is practically none. Silip is about an eatery worker, Joel, played by Karl Aquino, who yearns for Rose, played by Rica Gonzales, a lady of the night, who takes in clients in an apartment almost across Joel's workplace. Every day, Joel fantasizes about Rose and tries to woo her and save her from a life of degradation. Unbeknownst to him, his co-worker has already fallen for him. Watching Silip, I got a bit surprised since the movie is relatively tamer compared to other Vivamax offerings when it comes to the bed scenes. Of course, there are still the gratuitous and pointless bed scenes, but the way those scenes were shot were a little more discreet. You still see the bodies, but in a manner that is relatively toned down. The writing is typical Vivamax Drek, as we see actions and revelations that push plausibility. There are scenes that are out of place in their execution and bring only an awkwardly comedic outcome. The scene involving a gay character who exploits Joel's poverty is proof of this. There's also an outright stupid act committed by Joel when he tries to poison a client of Rose by putting garbage in the food he ordered, never realizing that he was also endangering Rose since the client bought the food for him and Rose. The performances from the actors are rudimentary at best, but to give credit to the leads, their output is not too much of a pain for the viewer's senses. Karl Aquino fits the role of a down on his luck, love-struck eatery worker. He plays the knight in shining armor with a savior complex decently. He might have a future in the industry as a support for the big stars. He can be developed by proper training and enough experiences. Rica Gonzales looks the part that was given to her and has an air of vulnerability matched with wariness about her. Of course, the acting needs more work. Lea Bernabe also fits the role as Joel's co-worker, but is not as adequate when it comes to the bed scenes. Her acting also feels forced. With a tired subject matter, the creators could have chosen to provide a new twist or given us new insight, but we don't get that. This is just Vivamax being Vivamax. It is rushed and cheaply made. The quality of the various cinematic elements is woeful. This movie is not worth a peek. So that's the review for Silip from Vivamax. This has been Kulas for Tambay Reviews. Thank you for watching. Keep on playing.